everyone, it's Jamie Pally, aka the Crafty Princess, and of course doll collector. And today I'm going to be a doll doctor because I finally got this scalp I ordered from an Etsy seller. I will put a link to her shop down below in the description. But this just came today. This is a weft wig, or weft weave wig with scalp. It's attached to a scalp. And in a video I posted about a week ago, I talked about this doll who I wanted to put on a different body and switch out her scalp. I had a heck of a time getting her apart to get this back plate off and everything, because I think in the video I mentioned it, but I was wrong. I thought that this was like some sort of weird screw in here. But as it turned out, the screw that was in there was stripped, so that's why it looks so strange to me. I have very little strength in my hands and wrists because I have a tad bit of arthritis, and so I was not able to get it out without help from my husband. So he gave the muscle, I held her, and I covered up her face so it wouldn't get damaged, and he went in with a straight screwdriver. I ended up having to Google a lot and ask different people on Facebook customization Blythe group, and most people said just take a straight what do you call it, screwdriver, and put it in there, and then with some muscle turn it, and it actually worked. He was able to do that, and I was able to get her apart. Prying her apart was quite a job, and I ended up kind of chewing up a little bit of the back plate to get her free. And I just now took some jeweler's file, because of course I make jewelry, been making jewelry for years, so I took a jeweler's file and just kind of filed it down a little bit so it wouldn't be too chewed up. Yes, I could use a different back plate, but this has these cute little earrings in there, and I was like, you know, I just would like to use everything she came with. It's the right color. The back plate has not been matte finished, but you're not going to see it once I get this on. So I'm not going to put her together on camera because I have never done this before, and I do not want the extra pressure of having people watch me potentially while I do it. But I did want to show you kind of a before and after. So this is the before. Here is the weft wig. This is not rooted, it's weft. So it's the person who made it attached it to a scalp, which is something in particular I was looking for. I wanted to make sure it came with the scalp, so I didn't have to go get a scalp and put that all together. And I think she's going to be gorgeous with this. But yeah, so I will be back hopefully in a little while to show you her all put together. This is the body I have for her. So it's a different body than she originally came with. I also have to fix her sleepy eyes. I got to put this back together again. Which I guess I kind of need to do that before I put this on. See, I have to stop and really think about this, because I have never put one totally back together with a new scalp. I mean, I guess I have. I did it with my doll Sorry, because I had to open her up because she had an eyeball rolling around in her head. So it's been a while though, so I just want to make sure I take my time and don't mess this up, and she should be gorgeous if everything works. So fingers crossed. On now, wish me luck. I put on some different charms. This little cat, I need to trim off the cord, and I'm going to put a little dab of glue here in a little while, just waiting, because then that means once I do that I can't mess with her for a while. But sorry for the crinkling there. Testing her out here to make sure she works. So her eyes are open, and I want to, oops, oh, there we go. I'm gonna pull them. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. All right, there they're closed. They're open, they're closed, they're open, closed. Good. Everything looks good. I finally got the front plate screwed onto the scalp, And then I realized, dummy me did not put these here through the holes. Oh, what's wrong with this picture? Alright, so basically these are probably going to be a little shorter than I wanted. I'm going to have to take the charms off, take off the beads, string them through there, and put the beads and charms back on. But I do have her scalp on, and that took some doing getting that in there, but I think it's on. I don't want to mess it up, but I do. Yeah, it's on. Woo! Okay, I will be back. Woo! I'm finally making some progress. I had to actually take a break and come back because I was really messing her up. I had gotten her pull cords all ready to go, except for I forgot to put them in the back plate. So I had attached the pull cords, everything worked great. I had the beads on. I thought it was like Miss Smarty party there. I even went so far as to attach the scalp, and I was all excited, and then I realized, wah, 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 you forgot to put the cords through the back plate, girl. But I wanted to stop at this point. I have her almost totally together. I'm still trying to get this all sealed up. This is where I have to be really careful. You know, like I've said, I don't have super strong hands. I have, you know, issues with my hands. But I also don't want to, like, overly pressure it and crack anything. But I have her almost completely closed up. I'm getting ready to screw in the screws to the back plate here, and I got the body on. The body is not the same exact color as the head. I mean, it's you know, there's a difference in color, but I'm hoping when she's got clothes on, in fact, before I seal her up, I might put a dress on her just to make sure that I think it's okay, because I do have other bodies around here, but I wanted her on this little petite movable body. But I mean, she would look cute on the Leica one too. So yeah, maybe I'll do that now that I'm yammering to you guys. Yeah, I think before that, I'm going to just double check. I'm going to put her in a dress and see what I think. And if I think it's going to look okay as far as the skin tone, I'm going to keep going. Yeah. All right, I'll be back. Almost have her done. She's so pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. Whew. I am falling in love here. All right, I finally got her together. This is basically what my Saturday afternoon turned into, unexpectedly. And yeah, because I ordered this from an Etsy seller from the Ukraine. I'll have to look up, I'll do a follow-up video to talk more about, you know, this doll. But I can't remember when I ordered this wefted wig here. But it doesn't seem that long ago, like maybe, I think it's less than 2 weeks, but like I said, I'll do a follow-up video where I talk more about the details. But woo, she is done. Holy cow, I had to do her twice. I will put some little clips in here. This is probably going to be the wrap-up part of this video. It has been a day of learning why I am not what I consider a customizer, but I'm very happy with how she turned out. I did try her on different bodies. I tried her on this Leica body, and the coloring's just way off. And, you know, she just has a different personality with this body. So, you know, I've said this before that, you know, when you start changing out things like their bodies, you know, and their eyes and that kind of thing, you end up really creating sort of a different personality with the doll. I brought Tootie out because I was curious how they would look together because they have similar hair. But you can see Tootie's is much more on the pinky red side. So, yeah, she's reluctant a little bit. You can tell like that look. But she does have a new sister. I'm not sure what I'm going to name her. I'm open for suggestions at this point. But I'll have to see. My husband usually comes up with some really good names. So But if you have any ideas, feel free to post them in the comments below. As usual, I always appreciate a thumbs up, and thank you so much for spending time with me today in my dolly crafting world, and have a wonderful day. Bye.